Welcome to A Balanced Life on the Go. I'm Dr. Nicole Lindsay, your host on this podcast, along with Dr. Brian Jeanette. This is a podcast designed to help connect you to a more balanced life on the go. Each week, we will bring you simple, concise, and easy to implement ideas, tips, and strategies to help you connect to better nutrition, movement, and thinking so you can achieve balance in your busy life. Isn't this what life is all about? Trying to achieve balance so that we can be healthy, happy, and live to our fullest potential. We're glad you joined us. Let's get started. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's Dr. Nicole Lindsay.
Hi.
And I'm here from Back in Balance with Lila Collins, RN. Welcome to our Facebook Live. Our latest podcast episode is eliminating allergies and the symptoms that go along with that with essential oils. This is a really exciting topic. There's a lot of people right now dealing with allergies.
Everyone's talking about allergies.
Allergies. We've had people seeing flyers around the office about this, and they are asking us what do we do? What do we need to do to get rid of these allergies? So I have a feeling this is going to be one of our most popular presentations and workshops because it is a hot topic. And,
right.
There's lots you can do. Do about allergies and reducing those symptoms. So I want to introduce you to Lila. She comes to us originally from West Virginia. Beautiful mountains of West Virginia where everything natural was a way of life for her and her family, eating homegrown food, making salves and tinctures. So natural was basically a way of life for Lila. So she became a nurse in 2010, and she practices here and has been, and that's how we met. But she's recently gotten into essential oils. She came across a colleague that was suffering really bad with allergies and terrible symptoms, and they went away.
I was really shocked because even though I was really into natural, eating and tinctures, I didn't know. I just thought if you got an allergy, you had to take an allergy medication. I didn't know that there was a natural way to help allergies, and I believe some of that came from where I grew up. Allergies weren't that bad, especially, decades ago.
Right.
And it wasn't until I got older and then specifically moved down here, I found out was the pollen belt of the United States.
Yes.
We live in a heavy pollen belt, that I started having the sneezing attacks, everything that everyone complains about. And I never heard so much about allergies until I moved here. And I just thought, okay, I gotta take the over-the-counter stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can only take one every 24 hours, and it was still like an issue. And I'd wake up in the night with it and just go on like sneezing attacks. And I just thought that was just how it was going to be, especially every springtime. And then I had a dear friend call me up, and she was like, Lila, I'm going outside. I'm spending time outside. And I was like, how can you do that? You can barely walk to your car. Like, your allergies are so severe. Like, you're allergic to everything. And she said, why I'm taking these essential oils. And I was like, what? Essential oil? I mean,
especially as a nurse,
you diffuse a little bit for some scent, or, roll some on for some, like perfume.
Right.
I didn't know you could take them so therapeutically.
Right.
And right at that same time, the hospital I was working at, another nurse approached me and said there's a clinical aromatherapy program starting, and I was really interested in that. And so we started taking classes together, And that's when I kind of connected, wow, essential oils can be used therapeutically, to address.
Yes. And your friend's allergy symptoms went away that she suffered so badly with.
She's no longer on steroids, her inhaler. She's down to, I think, just one medication now. And even that, I believe she's almost off of. And she's been going to her doctor and her allergist and her pulmonologist. And, she didn't do this on her. They said, okay, you don't need to use your inhaler. You don't need to use your steroid. What are you doing? And so they were quite surprised. So it wasn't just that she just randomly stopped.
Right. Yeah.
She actually was communicating with her physicians.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, that's exciting. And now Lila is still practicing as a nurse, but she's also helping people therapeutically herself with essential oils. And she's helping me help my patients. And that's what we're here doing today, to talk to you more about the essential oils, how you can help your allergies and other things, and get into doing more naturally for yourself. So allergies, one thing to know about allergies before we get into that is, a lot of people think that allergies is this thing that you either have or you don't. And once you have it, you have to have it forever. That it's, and I just want to say that just like most things, there's a cause, there's a reason why you may be suffering with whatever it is that's going on in your body. Allergies, we know, is your body's immune system reacting to an allergen, whether it's something in the environment, it's pollen, dust, mold, grass, something blooming. It could be chemicals in the environment, pet dander. I mean, there's numerous reasons, numerous allergens in the environment, and when your body, when that comes into your body, when your immune system is not the strongest and not the healthiest, it can overreact. And this is when we get, our body produces histamine, which makes inflammation, which goes to the nose and, all throughout the body. And those are the symptoms, that creates the symptoms of runny nose, itchy nose, clogged nose, trouble breathing, shortness of breath, itchy, watery eyes. All of this goes back to weakened immune system. So what we need to do in order to really correct some of these problems that we have, allergies including, is strengthen the immune system. And that's part of what essential oils does. So, and we'll give you more information on Facebook and through videos throughout the rest of the month on other things you can do to strengthen your immune system as well, which will help you with your allergies. So let's dive into essential oils. What are essential oils? Let's start there.
Okay, so essential oils, they come from plants. They come from different parts of the plant, the roots, the stems, the leaves. They're volatile compounds, which means they evaporate in the environment, but they have chemical properties. So each oil, depending where it came from, has specific chemical properties. Like limonene, they have all sorts of, some of them, long pronouncing words, but basically these, so it's natural, a plant, but they have specific chemical properties that do specific things in our body. And what most people know is, pretty much everyone has heard of, smelling, the aromatherapy of an oil.
Yes.
But that aromatherapy has a very specific, it does a very specific thing in the anatomy of our body.
Right.
The olfactory, the limbic system. It's been, scientifically documented, which was why certain hospitals in the country were starting to use like lavender and peppermint, because the chemical properties in those, lavender and peppermint, etc., did certain things in the body, like helped calm the patient enough for with pain relief, so that they used less pain medication like post-surgery, or decrease nausea by smelling, and then the way it processes through the body, it triggers actual physical and chemical changes within the body. So each essential oil has a different property, and of course the most popular, well-known, are like lavender, peppermint, orange, lemon. So they seem very common, but they actually are quite powerful. So we have the aromatic, we have topical, and then there's also internal, which isn't as well known.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't know about that you could take essential oils internally. So, and then in combinations, they also do specific things when you're adding in the different properties of each to achieve a certain goal.
So aromatherapy is the actual act of breathing in essential oils so that your body, through the olfactory nerve and the chemical changes and processes, can affect the organs and stimulate a change to help your body in many different ways.
Right.
So we actually have some diffuser right now steaming.
Some lemon.
I just got a little jolt of energy, a little zest, and I looked over and I was like, oh, that's what it is,
Yeah,
it's
energizing. The citruses are very energizing. And like a lot of people know lavender is calming, but what's not as well known is lavender actually helps with pain relief, because you're calming the body, and it's not as focused on the pain or the issue. And
yes.
Peppermint's energizing, but peppermint is also pain relieving as well. My husband uses it like post-workout.
Yes.
Topically. So
I use it I've been using essential oils on patients in the office when I'm adjusting them.
Nice.
There's some creams that also have the essential oils infused in them, and I'll use that on their muscles when they're sore, and seeing great responses with that as well. So you mentioned the different ways. So how can we use essential oils specifically for our allergies?
For the allergies.
And which ones would you recommend?
Right. So it seems like across the board, like the lemon, lavender, and peppermint are like the trifecta for allergies. Antihistamine effect, calming, which helps with, we get anxious when we get those allergy attacks and sneezing.
Anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, that's a big one. So sometimes the three main ones are lavender, lemon, and peppermint, and sometimes people will add some frankincense, because frankincense has anti-inflammatory components. Also, there's another essential oil made from that comes from a resin just like frankincense. It's called copaiba, that has anti-inflammatory. But and there's a few others, depending on people's preference, but the three main are definitely the lavender, lemon, and peppermint.
Okay. And how would you use that?
So internal seems to be what really is
Most
helping
effective.
with the most effective way. I find putting them in a capsule with some fractionated coconut oil. That is a little labor intensive.
So you would take
I take a veggie capsule.
Okay.
Fill it with 2 drops, 1 to 2 drops of each. I would start out with 1, and then fill the rest with the fractionated coconut oil.
These are empty caps.
Yeah, that is very labor intensive, but that is very fresh.
And how much would you put?
I would start 1 drop. You can go up to 2 to 3 drops.
Okay.
I don't have very severe allergies, so for me, like I took like 1 drop of each in mine, but then I'll also might take it 2 or 3 times in a day.
Okay.
Just depending, like in the winter, it's not really an issue.
Right.
High pollen time, everything's blooming.
Yes.
It's kind of like in the morning, before bed, afternoon.
Okay.
If I'm going to be out driving more on the road with the pollution.
So you can do up to 3 times. Three
Yeah.
times a day. You would say you could take 1 capsule.
The risk of toxicity is low to minimum. You're not going to be
overdosing on essential oils.
Right. I mean,
are there side effects to ingesting them?
Not if you're within the safe dosage amount. And if you're just taking a few drops a few times a day, you're not, getting close to that.
Sure. So ingesting orally is the best way you found to reduce the symptoms of allergies. What's the next best way?
You can use a roll-on. That's specifically for like under your nose, temples, throat. If you're getting a scratchy throat, you can apply. You can make a roll-on of the 3. There's also doTERRA has a mixture, Breathe, that has peppermint and eucalyptus. That's a respiratory blend. So if your allergies are also combined with some trigger respiratory issue, you can combine that. So topical, I do a mix of internal, topical, diffusing. I kind of have like, because you can use the same mixture in a diffuser. So you're breathing, you're getting the moisture,
when you make the roll-on, how do you make that?
So I have a little roller bottle. I do my drops of oils first, and then I add the rest with a fractionated coconut oil, jojoba, sweet almond oil, your oil preference.
Okay, so it's like, I think I read 5 drops of oil per 1 ounce of your carrier, which could be
there's dilution
almond
models. Of course, for children, it would be different than for adults.
Okay.
The dilution ratio, but it's very versatile. Like you can, and it's not a one size fits all. You can add a little more, a little less. You can add another oil, but the 3 main that I keep seeing and coming back to are definitely the lavender, the lemon, the peppermint.
Okay. And then using the roll-on, is there any specific place? I know you said you could do it under your nose. Is there anywhere that helps your body absorb it more effectively?
Yeah, they say the base of the neck, the spine, going down the spine, pulse points, temples. For me, the breathing, like I just tucking it under my nose so I can breathe it. But yeah, that's where it's easily absorbable.
Yes.
Is the pulse points and down the spine and bottom of the feet is also
areas where you can probably your skin is thinner, where you can actually see your veins, your wrists, inner arms, inner thighs.
Yes.
Yeah. Chest.
Keep away from your eyes and sensitive areas, of course.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, and then of course the third way is to diffuse the oils.
Yes, and that's the most well-known way is diffusion, the aromatic, and even if you don't have a diffuser, you can rub some on your hands and I do this a lot at work where I'm not in a position to use a diffuser. Rub some on my hands, breathe it in, and
let your body do the work.
Yeah, that's aromatic.
Yes. So great. So that seems simple enough, right? One of the 3, all 3 ways to get these essential oils into your body, into your system, so they can do their magic. Now, when picking essential oils, There's a ton, you can go
Yes.
into Marshall's and they sell them. You can go to the health food store.
Yes.
Ingles
They're
sells
everywhere.
them. Grocery stores. Should we be picky about oils we're
Yes.
choosing, and why?
The main reason that just comes off the top of my head is that you want the therapeutic benefit. And if
You're going to spend the money,
Yeah.
get something that works, right?
Well, and if you get an essential oil that is not pure, that's adulterated, they're adulterated to make them cheaper. Lemon, lavender, peppermint are cheap, on the cheaper end, but there are other oils that are more expensive. So they are adulterated to make them cheaper. But the problem with that, you're not going to get that therapeutic benefit, and you might even have a reaction.
Okay.
So,
So this is important.
Yeah,
This is
I have
important.
a friend who thought she was allergic to lavender. Every time she used lavender, she would break out.
Wow.
She's like, I'm allergic to lavender. And someone told her, try doTERRA lavender. And so she hesitantly did, and she said, I'm not allergic to it. And this person said to her, well, you weren't allergic to the lavender. You were
Reacting.
very sensitive to the pesticides, the adulteration that was in the lavender that you bought at Walmart for, $5.
Right. Right. Okay.
So, and then you're not going to get the specific chemical benefits, the therapeutic benefits. So you might try it, you might use it, and you're like, it doesn't work. Like, well, you're not using, most of what you're using has chemicals, pesticides, herbicides. It's cut with cheaper material, cut with petroleum, to synthesize the smell, but it's not the pure
stuff.
Yes.
The very thing that's causing your allergies are chemicals,
Right.
and things that are allergens or foreign invaders to your body, creating histamine reactions and responses, inflammation. So the very thing you're trying to fix, you're creating more of by putting toxic
Right.
oils with chemicals into your
Yes.
body. So very important that you
Very
get
important.
really pure essential oils.
Yes.
So which oils are the purest?
Well, I work with a distributor with doTERRA, and they are very open. They do like a 6-point testing with their oils to rule out every type of, degradation, adulteration. So you want a company that's definitely using, like they do gas spirometry and all these. There's these big names to all the testing they do, but these are the tests that say this is pure lavender. There's no synthetic. It's free of pesticides. It's free of, any adulteration. So you're getting the most therapeutic benefit.
So nothing against the Walmart or the Marshall's brand or what is available to you on the shelves, and that's cheap.
And it might even smell good.
Right.
Might even smell like lavender or rose, but
if you want that for therapeutic benefit,
Right.
or you don't want to be putting chemicals in your body, then stick with a company like doTERRA, which we'll show you how to order those. We'll put links in here and in the notes so that you can order them yourself and know that you're getting pure products.
Yes, and I also say I cannot recommend that you take any essential oil internally other than doTERRA, because if you take one that is adulterated and impure, you will be doing more harm than good.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to stay away from that.
Yeah.
So doTERRA oils, hands down, best oils. We can ingest them We can use them topically. We can use them, diffuse them aromatically, and they will stimulate our body to fight inflammation, relax our nervous system, all these wonderful benefits that will help you fight allergies. Your favorite essential oil is what?
Oh my God. Well, I thought I had a favorite, and then just yesterday, Lang Lang came in the mail.
Oh boy.
And I thought I always hated Lang Lang. And I thought I hated vetiver. And I think what I really actually didn't like was I wasn't smelling pure essential oil. And I opened it up and I almost smothered myself. It was so beautiful.
Wow.
Scent. So my favorite, I have a lot I love. But I have to say, because as a nurse working long shifts, moving patients and getting harmed in that way, which is why I initially came to you. Pain relief is a big one. So, Deep Blue.
I love the Deep Blue cream.
Which has the wintergreen, blue tansy, several different essential oils that target pain. And on top of Deep Blue, the copaiba. The copaiba helps with, it's anti-spasmodic, anti-inflammatory. It has the same compounds as CBD, but it doesn't come from hemp. So for me as a nurse, like, if I get tested, they don't for like a drug test, they don't differentiate between cannabinoids that come from our THC and cannabinoids that are non-THC. So for me that was because I always wanted to use CBD oil and for pain relief, so I know that's an issue with some people. So the copaiba really helped with the spasms when I would get them and for relaxing muscles. So those two are my top. Like I use them every day, like before work, after work, rub them down. My favorite aromatic, actually my favorite topical is the vetiver. We use them like before going to sleep, mixed with like lavender. That helps really with inducing a good slumber. And now Lang Lang.
To add to the mix.
All the florals,
Excellent.
Jasmine and
yes.
rose.
Yes, and the good thing about like doTERRA, you can get a starter kit which has a number of these, so you can get exposed to these for the first time and try a bunch out to see what works for you. Just going back to the allergies, I think it's important to just touch on all the things that can help boost your immune system along with the essential oils to help eliminate, eradicate, and reduce your allergy symptoms. So I'm going to give you kind of a 4-step process for that. Of course, we just covered number 1, essential oils. So we know you need to order lavender, peppermint, and lemon at the very least. And let's ingest it, let's breathe it, let's put it on us topically. So absolutely, if you're dealing with allergies, let's get that ordered. Again, I'll give you the link for that. Number 2, neti pot.
Yeah.
Something as simple as a neti pot. And right now,
so
people will say, oh, my allergies are terrible. And my first question I always say is, do you have a neti pot? And they say, yes, I do.
I never use it.
Right. There's this. And my second question.
That was me.
Are you using it? No. Why not? So neti pot, the nasal mucosal lining can, the allergens in the environment, pollen and things that we're breathing in, all these allergens get trapped in there, and that will then lead to histamine reaction and allergies. So what we can do is just basically neti pot on a regular basis during the spring, or if you deal with allergies all year long, do it every day in the shower. Leave it in there. Use some sea salt, some warm water, and neti pot out your nostrils to change the pH of your nasal mucosal lining, kill anything that's in there trying to get trapped, trying to implant itself to make you sick. So that's definitely on the schedule for eliminating allergies. The third thing is detoxing your body. We talked about immune system. If your immunity is weak, then you're more susceptible to allergies. Your immune system is overreactive. It's not working like it should. So overall, if you detox your body and eliminate some of the toxins that are in there, your immune system will be able to function a whole lot better. We have a 10-day detox. We have a 21-day purification process. At the very least, do a 10-day detox. That's more of a food elimination diet than anything. You've gone through that yourself.
It was amazing. I need to do it again.
Yeah, once a year, around the spring, do some spring cleaning internally. Do a 10-day detox, which is eliminating sugar, all grains except brown rice and quinoa, caffeine, alcohol, corn, soy, and eating whole food, real food, vegetables, protein, lentils, fruit, eating healthy food, a clean diet. So this is a way to detox, and we can help you do that. But that will help you with fighting allergy symptoms as well. And then, of course, the fourth step is chiropractic care. If your immune system is weak, chances are your nervous system has stress in it and on it. And your nervous system is not firing the way it should. So I myself found, like you, with essential oils helping your allergies and your friend, chiropractic care changed my life when it comes to allergies and many things. But I was one of these kids that had allergy shots once a week, my whole entire life. I would go to the nurse's office every day. I was on Dimetap, and you name it, I was on it. I was always sick. My nose, my chest, I couldn't breathe. Allergies. And it wasn't until I learned about chiropractic, got under chiropractic care, not for allergies, just under chiropractic care, and my immune system got strengthened. And over time, it took a few months, my allergies that I suffered with my whole entire life went away.
Wow.
So that's one of the reasons I decided to become a chiropractor. But so that's my 4-step plan for you for, yes, eradicating, eliminating, and reducing your allergies. Because allergies, a diagnosis of allergies doesn't mean that you have to wear that for the rest of your life. Right. You are not that diagnosis. You can change that. You can strengthen your immune system. You can heal your body by using essential oils. And we'll cover more of these classes and what essential oils are good for in the coming months. So stay tuned with that. But step 2, detoxing your body. Step 3, neti pot. And step 4, chiropractic care. We always like to wrap this up, Lila, with giving our listeners and viewers one thing that they can do right now regarding our topic. So reducing allergies and the symptoms associated with it. What is the one thing that you would like to tell people to do? Order doTERRA oils?
Oh yeah, of course, definitely.
That's a good one.
I have to say, the neti pot.
Easy peasy, right?
Oh, and so cheap.
Yes.
And, I mean, the essential, these 3 are some of the cheapest, definitely, but that neti pot, yeah. And it's like an easy step, and it gives great results, and you think, I can do it.
Yes.
And trust me, I tried it once. I hated it. My husband is so good at it. He said, you have to, he showed me that, he's like, your technique isn't good. You're drowning yourself. You're not tipping your head. And once I did that, I couldn't believe it. Yes. I was like,
Yes, and moms and dads, I taught my daughter how to do this when she was 3 years old in the bathtub. She was neti potting herself in the bathtub so that she could get rid of all that nasal junk that happens to our kids. So yes, I agree. That's the one thing that you can start doing right now.
And you can buy a cheap diffuser at Walmart or Marshall's, because that you don't have to spend a ton of money on a diffuser.
Look how adorable this one is.
But you should spend quality money on real essential oils.
And this, you can travel with this, If
Yeah.
you have to travel and you're in a hotel room and you want to purify the air, something like this is...
A little portable, battery operated.
Yeah, this is
I bring
wonderful.
it in my car, I leave it on my desk at work.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So ordering essential oils, you can get them at my doTERRA, which is spelled DOTERRA.com /Back in Balance WNC. And we'll put those links in for you, and let us know if you have any questions. I can put you in touch with our expert here.
Happy to answer any questions, help you, figure out the best for you. We got little trio kits of the oils, small ones, big ones. If you don't want to do them all yourself, they're already pre-made in this Tri-Ease. So the 3 oils already in a capsule.
Okay. The peppermint, lavender. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So
And lemon.
lots
Good
of
job.
options.
Lots of options. Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being
This was
here with
fun.
us and sharing
Yeah.
this. Like I said, we'll do it again because there's so many uses for these oils,
There
and
are.
we'd love to share that with you all. So thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Nicole.
Have a good day. Thanks for watching, everybody.